What's going on? Average Tech Guy here, and today we are back. More tech, more reviews, and we finally got some more Nintendo Switch stuff going on. Like, I haven't had anything for my Switch in a while that I've felt like talking about. But today, we got the Split Pad Pro from Hori. So let's get into it. All right, so as you can see, the Nintendo Switch, this is my OLED model, and we can see the OLED flap back here. This is the Hori Split Pad Pro. Now, ignore the game that's going on in the background, but we're here to talk about these modules right here. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take them off for right now, just so we can talk a little bit more in depth about these. So these have about 4 different models that you can go by and check out. There's this red, cherry red model, there's a black model, and there's a white and green model, and then, well, actually maybe about 5. I think there are 2 Pokemon models, like one with Gengar and then one with Pikachu and Mimikyu. So you can just go by and check these out, but they cover all the basics. Plus and minus, full toggles up top for big fingers, big D-pad, nice analogs, wide space buttons, and big enough buttons for the average hand to hit. You have your home and your capture buttons down bottom as well, and then you get these 2 extra buttons over here and 2 buttons on the back, or 2 triggers on the back. Now these are your assign buttons and these are your trigger buttons. So these buttons on the back can be assigned to any of these buttons here. So if you notice, once you take it off, it's going to let you know that you need to reconnect some kind of controller. You press A and you are ready. Now this is a lot larger, a lot longer than the regular Nintendo Switch with Joy-Con on it. It's not going to be able to fit in your regular casings, but for the most part, some companies have come up with their own cases. I know TomTalk is one that has a case that will fit this directly. Now, one of the best things about this is you do not have to remove these to put them on your Nintendo Switch dock. They basically will just go on the dock all in one, just like so. Once you put it on the dock, it will charge. These do not need charging, and they do not support any like rumble features or anything. So don't worry, you're not gonna get the rumble with these analog controllers right here. So when you're actually playing a game, you don't have to worry about the buttons being too close together, too far apart. Basically, if you have bigger size hands, you're gonna be able to do everything that you need from right here. Now, gameplay is still nice and fluid. And you can hear those buttons clicking. So if you notice, I don't have the toggles or these triggers assigned. So the biggest reason you're here is to find out how these assign and turbo buttons work, because that's why you bought this Split Pad Pro, right? So your assign button, you're gonna hold it down, and these assign buttons and turbo buttons correspond to all these over here and these over here. So you're gonna hold down the assign button and the actual button that you, let's say you want it to be, and then you hit your trigger in the back, and now it's assigned. So I assigned it to the B, and once you're done, if you don't want it assigned, you hold down the assign button, slap the trigger again, and it is now unassigned. Same thing with the turbo. You want the turbo button, hold it down, pick your button, and now that button is turbo. Same with over here. Hold this turbo button down and pick your button, and now that button is assigned over there. To turn it off, hold down that turbo button and hit that button again. Hold this turbo down, hit that button again, and it will unassign after you hit the plus button up top. So the lights go off and let you know when things are assigned and when they're not. And then you have unassigned them. And if you want to reassign, hold that down, push that again, button will blink, toggle, and it is now assigned again. So one of the biggest features that I actually liked about this, because like when you're playing games like Mario Kart and stuff like that, you may want some turbo, and you may want to assign some different triggers back here when playing games like Dragon Ball or Legends of Zelda. So I don't see anything wrong with these. The price tag is going to be different depending on where you go. If you pick them up at Target, sometimes you can get them for like 30, 40 bucks. If you go to GameStop, it's going to be 50. And on Amazon, they range from 30 to 50 bucks as well. So just go by and check them out. I'll drop a link below so you can do that. But until next time, and hopefully there is a next time for the Nintendo Switch and I get something good in. But this is Average Tech Guy, and I'm out. Peace.